Welcome. In this video today, we're going to be looking at an amazing sampling workflow on the Ableton Push 3. We're going to look at how you capture audio right within Chrome with a free Chrome extension, transfer it across to the Push. We'll also look at utilizing the amazing audio interface on the Push 3 to record a sample directly in. So let's first start on the computer and look at this amazing free app. So we Google Sampler Chrome extension, go down to the first option here. It's a free app that can be installed in your Chrome browser called Sample. Run through the installation process. Then once you're done, if you come up here to this little jigsaw piece here, you can go through here and select which Chrome extensions you would like to pin to the top. So I've pinned it there. So it's always right up here in my browser. It's a very simple interface. It just has record and stop. Essentially, when you press record, it will record as a WAV, and I've turned on this auto trim edges, and I've turned on use tab as sample name. So all we're going to do is we're going to go up here to this little Chrome extension, press record. So it's now recording, and I just press play. And then when I'm done, I'll go up here and press stop. And it has named it for us. I'm going to get rid of the title here. Great. And now when that's done, you can go in and optimize it a little bit here. And I'm just going to press this download. Now that will go to your downloads. What you need to do now is open up Ableton Live and connect your Push to Ableton Live. Once in Live, you go down and open up your Finder window to find your sample, and then simply drag it over your samples folder on the Push. And now that would have been directly sent. Then if I come out of here, go to audio, go clip here, choose a clip where I'd like to load an audio sample to, go to user library, samples. I can just press where I want it, press the button, and now it has loaded it. Okay, so that's how you would get it in. Now I'll show you another way of getting a sample in, and that is via the audio inputs on the Push 3. So I'm using my mobile phone, and I've got a nice little adapter here, and I have a mini jack to stereo big jack going in to the input 1 and 2. Now this can be done with any device, a radio, a vinyl player. I wish I had a vinyl player here. That would have been a lot more authentic. First thing we need to do is go up to our settings tab, go to audio, make sure our preamp is linked, so 1 and 2, then choose your level, okay? So also choose your sample rate. I'm going to sample at 44, 100 and buffer size 128. I'm going to put it to instruments. Let's check it's coming in. If I press play on the phone, let's just see a nice healthy level there. Now you can gain it up here if you would like some more. Okay, so that's set up ready to go. Now I'm just going to pause it on the phone, go back here. I'm going to come out of this view here. I'm going to go up to the clip view just so I can see it record in. I'm going to arm the track. Then I'm just going to record it in. I don't need to worry about the tempo or anything like that. It's going to be out of sync with our tempo. And what we're basically going to do next is look at warping it and getting it all nice and in time. So you can see it coming in there. It's completely off grid, so it's not in time, but we're going to sort that all out with warping in a second. Okay, so there's our sample. Let's check it. Bring the metronome in. Completely out of time. But that's what we're going to sort out now. Now we're going to use the amazing warping algorithm in the Push 3 to sort that all out and put it in time, and then we're going to look at making a beat with it. First thing we want to do is we want to go to edit. And what we're going to do is we're just going to zoom in so we can see the first transient as clear as possible. There we go. And then we're going to use this jog wheel just to scroll and try and get as close as you can to the very start of the transient. And then we're just going to put set 1 here, warp to grid. Done. Now let's zoom out. Let's check it with the metronome. So turn the metronome on. Bingo. Yes. Okay. So now you want to choose your loop length. So I'm just going to choose the loop length of 4 bars. So I'm going to put the warping algorithm to complex to make it a little bit clearer. Also going to crop the sample here, and I'm going to gain it up a little bit. Also, everything always sounds better if you detune it. Just detune it a couple of cents. Now let's bring in a drum, see what it sounds like. Sounds really awesome. You saw that was really quick with this warping algorithm. Finding that first transient, set 1, warp from here. Brilliant. There is another option we have, and that is to manually be able to play the different parts of the tune, much like an MPC style workflow. We can slice this sample up really quickly with this amazing convert button here. So first thing we need to do is make sure we have the correct track selected, and the clip that you would like to convert is engaged. If it isn't, just simply go through and press it. And we press convert, and we're going to choose simpler. So it's created a new MIDI track with us with the simpler device with our sample in it. Now, if we go into note mode here, we have our sample playing all the way through, which is kind of cool. But we're going to go up here and go to mode, and we're going to go slice. Now that has cut the individual transients up and put them across the pads. But because we've warped it, what we can do is we can go in and choose by beat. So that's now chosen every quarter beat and put it on a pad. It's a lot more manageable. Next thing, as you can hear, it's quite quiet. What we can do is simply click on the simpler dial here, and it gives us some more options to control within the push. So I'm going to go to global, and I'm going to gain it up, and I'm going to bring the volume up a little bit as well. Now we have the sample across the pads. It's completely customizable, and we can play it just like an instrument. So now let's record a loop of this on the Push 3. So we're going to go up to fixed length. Make sure we select 4 bars for this. Make sure it's flashing, so it means it's engaged. Turn the metronome off for this. I go to quantize. Make sure I have record quantize on to 1/16th note. So this is optional. This all depends on you if you want it slightly behind the beat or if you want it quantized like me. I'm just going to flip it into session view. Just make sure the track is record enabled. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to press the session record. I've set up a 2-bar count in, and then it will start recording. Push 3 also has another amazing feature, and that is the ability to resample whatever you hear within the push directly onto another audio channel. If that's something you're interested in, why not check out that video and see how it's done.